delayed is not denied.
Good morning. The sun is coming up, which means I'm very late. It is 7:15 right now, 7:13. I was supposed to leave at 7. I was supposed to leave at 7, catch the 7:30 train, and make it a little bit before 8 a.m., which is when they start giving out the badges, because apparently there's usually a long line, even though my first session is not until 9:30. I went to sleep kind of late. And kind of late means I went to sleep this morning. I was so tired when my alarm went off and I said, oh, let's sleep one more hour. I'm wearing a white shirt on top. I'm putting this over it. This is cream. I feel like it will look nice. It might look a little frumpy. I don't know. But I feel like this is just too casual to go to AdWeek with. You gotta look professional. You know, I do have a professional job and I do know how to dress. Let me put you up here. I do know how to dress. I'm never cookie cutter at any of my jobs. I work in corporate finance. I have never, ever been cookie cutter. I'm the one person in the office that will wear browns and creams and not just blue and black and gray. Okay? But I don't know how I'm liking this. Oh no, girl. No, this is not it. I don't like how that is so out. And I don't want to wear it without a shirt underneath because you can see from the side how much room you get. You're definitely going to see my bra because this literally opens up to my waist. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Oh my gosh. They are so freaking cute. This last piece, I think I want to put like here. See that? Do you see the vision of that? It's like, it's okay. It just gives a little too, it's just a little too bulky and like long. This is why you should try your clothes on. Okay, glam is done. On the train, there was a bit of a delay. I'm on the 8:30 train that was really late, and then there must be something because it's going pretty slow. We still haven't gotten to the first stop. This train only has 2 stops, by the way, but it's okay. And we're stopped again in the middle of the Hudson. It's 8:52. It's okay. I've landed in New York. It's 9:15. I don't know why that trip took 45 minutes. That usually takes 18 to 20, but that's okay. My bag keeps falling because it's not heavy enough to like hold it down. Anyway, I'm walking to the entrance because this whole thing is Penn District, but the entrance is apparently on the other side of this. So that's where I'm walking to now. I am one street over because I'm on 7th. No, I'm on 32nd, and the entrance is on 33rd in the middle of 6th and 7th, but it's closer to 6th. So I'm walking to 6th and then I'm turning. The sun is ablazing, but the temperature's okay. It's too late now. Oh my God, I think this is the line. Oh no. Hold on, let's investigate. I made it in. It only took 45 minutes and I still have to get my badge printed because I was invited, I don't have a receipt with like my name and everything on it, so I couldn't bypass the line. Hopefully there are no issues. Also, they didn't even check my bag. They asked me if I had snacks because they were also hungry. Same. We got our bag. I did post on TikTok yesterday, right? And a mutual of mine inquired about this, and then she went to look up the tickets. Girl, the tickets are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I'm happy I got to come. Thank you for, because I would literally never. Just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at ESPN. Find your brand's core values and stick to it. Stand 10 toes down even in the face of adversity. And it could be to your detriment, but it could not be, you know? So they gave examples like Chick-fil-A, Elf Cosmetics and their recent controversy, and them doubling down and saying, look, we are for all people. So we're going to feature whoever we want to feature because our brand is for everyone. Taking a little tiny bit of a break. I'm a content creator, actually. This whole focus on out of home, which I wasn't even familiar with that phrase, out of home, OOH. You may look at like an ad, billboard there, they put a poster up over there, but then when you see it live in action, you're like, oh my God, it makes you want to talk about that. Content with context. That's how you fuel user-generated content. I'm having a good time. I'm learning so much. This area is like the food market place, so it is pretty crowded because it's lunchtime. It's 12:25. I need to eat this. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It's a buffalo chicken wrap. I've been taking a lot of notes. I've been learning a lot. And I will come back at the end with like my key takeaways from everything. But I've been pretty much staying on the creator track, and it's been cool. And a lot of this stuff is geared toward brands, but I am viewing it as a creator who is a brand, you know? So it's been fun. Anyway, let me eat. I scarfed down half that burrito. It was delicious, very filling. Now I am trying to get to the great mind stage because omarion. He said, don't get stuck in the lesson. You have to move on and grow from it. When I say I dropped my pen, I said, God, you told him to say that, and you told him to say that in front of me. Sometimes it's hard to first see that it's a lesson. Then I keep myself stuck in that lesson. I'll keep harping on it, keep thinking about it. Why? And remember when this happened? It's okay. That's done already. Move on and grow from it. And now in the next situation, you'll never do that again. So that was a life lesson, but it's also a brand lesson too.
Even the pause have purpose. What's delayed is not denied. I remain grounded in clarity.
I had some good takeaways. Oh my God, listen, it's not just about being unbothered and not feeling or caring. It's truly about being strategic in your response. Don't be reactionary, be responsive. I love that. I'm supposed to be going to another session, but I'm gonna go try and explore the Creator Lounge that I have free access to today. Let's get this. on the vlog. I used to follow you back in like 2020 or something.
Back in the old days?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about it. Show my butt. Just did another session. I'm waiting in line now to possibly get a poem written. So the session I just went into was about fandom. Fandom really does shift the culture, just create connection. They gave the example of anime and Squid Games. They're fans of anime, but that really turns into a lifestyle. They watch anime, they're fans of anime, but now they're more interested in the culture, right? So now they want to eat Japanese food, they want to visit Japan, they want to move and live in Japan. The same thing with Squid Games, right? People were fans of Squid Games that they moved to Duolingo to try and learn Korean. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm learning and like transmuting it to myself. Did you do it? Okay. And I'm transmuting it to how it applies to me because, you know, once you get someone to buy into you, then they'll follow you anywhere. You don't have to advertise to them because they're a fan of you already. No matter what endeavors you do, no matter if you change your niche, they'll follow you. Let me go try and do this poem. You did yours. Yes. Wait, hold on. Because I saw hers. I was like, what? I always put them on my sambas because I feel like it eats. But, look at us. Twinning. There you go. It is 5:30 right now. That is a wrap on my day one. It was eventful. I'm so happy I connected with Gabrielle. She's a student. She's like a media student right now. Sam, the photographer, also a fellow Jersey girl. She's great. She has her own photography business. I love that for her. And then I also connected with another creator, Lauren. I think I was telling you guys earlier that I found her during the pandemic. She was cool. We basically hung out the rest of the day since when we saw each other. So I won't be here tomorrow, but she will be. Hopefully we can link up. I learned so much. I can't wait to go review my notes. And we also have access to the recordings of all of these sessions. Love that. Just teleported here. We are home. We are home. We are home. I do want to take one of these. I've never tried these. These are the Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier Electrolyte Drink Mix. This. I realized I did not drink enough water. I filled up that lovely water bottle that we got for free. And I'm so grateful because once they ran out, they did not replace it all day. I literally just made it out to there and I got a free water bottle and stickers and a pen. What a day. I did not eat dinner. I'm going to eat the other half of this delicious Jacob's Pickles burrito. And then I'm going to take a shower and then edit this video because I'm trying to do a video every single day. But yeah, I did not drink enough water at all. That's delicious. Because every speaker was dropping gems. And you know that that meme, women on a podcast, and every 2 seconds it's a that was me. That was really me, because you know how you'll think something, you'll have that idea, but the way some people can really articulate something, it's a gift. It's truly a gift, because I don't think I know how to do that. I will say something in the most roundabout way and you'll get what I'm saying. But there's some people who can be so concise and profound. Oh my God, they're so good. So the first session I went to was the brand values must be unshakable. The biggest takeaway from this, I think I discussed this multiple times, was brands should stay consistent and stand in their core values despite disagreement or backlash. Stay true to you and your audience. This was geared toward brands and their connection with the consumer, but again, I'm applying it to myself as a creator. I have my core values. I know what I want my audience to be, but at the same time, you can't be above criticism. They were also talking about how, you have the choice to pivot. If you do come into controversy, you could do all the research in the world and then you do a brand deal with someone and you find out that they're related to this, something controversial, right? So it's up to you. Do you want to shift with that backlash, or do you want to say, hey, this is what I believe and I'm okay with that. So if you don't want to buy into me anymore, that is fine. And that was another thing that they touched on. The consumer understands their power now. And it's not how people would previously cancel someone where, all right, I don't like that you did that, but you can win me back if you do something else a few years later. Now, she used the word punishment. I like the word holding a brand accountable. Okay, so I'm not punishing you. I am just holding you accountable. And because you don't want to see that and you're being defensive and you want to stand 10 toes down in something that is clearly wrong, you have to now deal with the consequence of me taking my dollars away. I love that, because we see it time and time again. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on all these platforms. When the girlies are ready to cancel you for real, you will no longer be in that algorithm. You will see it, and a lot of times they will see it immediately. No one cares that they hurt your feelings. They only care when it affects their pockets. We no longer give chances. We just finalize the divorce. It's not like, oh, okay, you were mean to me, you brought me flowers the next day, that's fine. No, this is one and done, right? And they also touched on the diversity market, and that is where growth is. We say this all the time, but it's for some reason there are still brands, I'm in the beauty space, right? There are still brands out here that are launching their whole brand. They're launching a specific line of products, and they're not thinking of the people of color. They're not thinking of Black people. They're not thinking of underrepresented groups for some reason. And she even mentioned it's $6.8 trillion in the diversity market. So that is where you grow. Like, you must tap into them. It's essential. Facts. This was the overall theme from almost every single session, was creating connection with the consumer. And that's something that I have to pay attention to, because again, people are buying into you. Once people really connect to you, and once people see themselves in you or your brand, that's also how you create longevity. We had Sloane, the tennis player, and she makes body products. The type of advertisement they did that coincided with the US Open, wouldn't it make sense to put them on the walls leading up to the US Open? People are gonna pass this going into Queen, working with trends and culture. What's the culture talking about here? And then you can make something culturally relevant, and that will amplify the message. It's not just hopping on a trend, it's hopping with the trend, you know? Sloane is up there, and she's speaking as also someone who has had brand deals. So that's where I like open my ears extra. I'm a creator. I have brand deals. I've done brand deals. So she was saying, you know, how she focused on brand relationships, brand partnerships, and it's not just a transactional thing. It helps you learn the consumer. You're working with a brand, you're representing that brand. So you also have to understand the climate. You also have to understand what the people want when you're creating your content for that brand partnership. And I'm like, that is so true. Then I went to the Hollywood in Mind Unbothered Mondays live with Omarion. So it's so funny because I'm actually subscribed to Omarion's newsletter. So I do get his Unbothered Mondays. I always call them Mindful Mondays. So to see him do it live was so good. I love that. Omarion is such a beautiful man. He was dressed real nice. Being unbothered is Omarion's brand. He basically spoke to the fact that being unbothered doesn't mean you don't care. Being unbothered doesn't mean you don't feel, right? It's not apathy. It's choosing to hold on to your power, being responsive and not reactive. And I'm an emotional person. You guys know. I will say that I don't react right away. I will take mental notes. I will peep game. And then eventually I will erupt like a volcano. And that's something I definitely do have to work on. And I do love that he pointed out that it's not like he avoids situations, because you can't avoid hard times. You can't avoid sticky situations. You can't avoid people mistreating you, but you can be strategic. And I love that so much. You ate that up, Omarion, I will say. He did bring it into brand deals, working with brands, working with the consumer. He was talking about how important it is to be aligned with a company that you're going to work with. It can't just be a transactional thing. It can't just be about money. I say that all the time. I see a brand that's really big, that's really popular, but I'll tell myself I would never work with them because they do not align with me. I don't hop on things just because. He was saying you don't just grab any celebrity because they're a big name. Does it make sense for this brand? And it's so true. With influencers and other creators, a brand will see someone go viral, something, or they're just a big influencer. Let's get them. I've seen people who don't wear makeup, but because they have 1 million followers, makeup brands will invite them on a trip. It kind of like leaves a little distaste in your mouth, because it's like, oh, you just do anything for money. You do anything for clout. Omarion had a lot of gems. This is so cute. Then the last session I attended was the She Media session. This one really touched me because it's something that I'm dealing with, women's health and wellness, and also I'm a black woman. I don't have the vlogs up just yet. We're coming to that time. I'm still uploading vlogs from May, so bear with me. You know, with the health issues I have been dealing with, and also I am a science person. I have my master's in biomedical science. I have my bachelor's in biology. A lot of this and a lot of my push to be in the healthcare medicine space was because of my mistreatment, being mistreated and uncared for by doctors over and over and over again since I was a child. So a lot of my push for the diversity and inclusion, compassion economics, and it's unfortunate that over 25 years later now, still dealing with the same issues. And they even mentioned that at the end, now seeing a lot more women's health and wellness content and women caring about themselves and advocating for themselves a lot more, there's still so much to be done. There's still so much research to be done. It's so odd and it's very sad. Family purchasing power is with Gen X women powering $15 trillion in spending. And that was reiterated in a few other sessions as well, is if you're going to disregard women in your decisions for anything, but in the brand space and consumer space and marketing space, you're doing yourself a disservice, because women hold the most purchasing influence. Because in their household, who is deciding what to buy? Who is responsible for the health of the family? It's almost always the woman. So why are you not tapping into them? That's essentially what my content is. This is my life. This is what I'm going through. This is what I'm seeing. And then it turned into beauty, and that was so niche down, but it's like I'm so many things. And this summer, with dealing with my health issue and having that time alone, really just focusing on my health. Like I'm a big advocate for advocating for yourself, and this is how I was able to find a solution and get second opinions and not be afraid to take up space and not be afraid to say, oh God, I don't want the doctor to like laugh at me. I don't want the doctor to be annoyed with me. I don't care. I don't care because I care about myself. I don't care because I care about myself and the solution, especially when this is not free. Yeah, that really spoke to me. And I think this is why I'm so happy that I pivoted into this more lifestyle, sharing my messy life. I've seen so much content. I've consumed so much content of like luxury lifestyle. Everyone's out having fun in the sun, doing so many big, lovely things. And you don't really see the real. This is why I was not afraid to cry on camera, show you how bad my day at work was, show you how people are mistreating me, cursing people out, cursing brands out in my house, right? I love showing the mess because it makes the good parts more valuable to me anyway. And I know that there's an audience for that. One day, I have 30 subscribers now. One day it'll be 30,000, 30 million. Yeah, I had a good time. I have to share with you this little poem. So I gave him the prompt of what my brand is. I want my audience to understand that it is okay to operate on your own timeline. It's never too late, because my page is This Is For The Late Bloomers, and I spent a lot of time feeling behind because I've pivoted careers so many times. It's really important to me, and I want people to feel sometimes it takes a little while to finally get aligned. Anyway, that's what I gave him, like the late bloomer of manifesto, essentially. And he created this lovely poem, and I'm gonna read it. A poem for the late bloomers. Oh God, why do I want to cry? Oh, why do I want to cry? I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. Content to find a life for you amongst the tide streets and dreams that color silent hours. Not all journeys are straight lines, and the distance traveled is measured in contentment, condensed into life. To try and turn and move is bravery incarnate. It takes a coward to sit still and suffer. Glory is ours for the taking. All we need is the right direction. Oh my God, he ate that up. To try, to turn and move is bravery. And I love that, because sometimes people can look at that as like you being flaky, being aloof, and just not having a good head on your shoulders. But it is, how brave and how confident and strong and fearless you have to be to change a career that you spent your whole life trying to be. I choose my happiness every time. I don't care how crazy it looks, but because we're in such a new day and age where anything is possible. You can make money from anything. This creator space, this media space is so much room for everyone. You can still choose your happiness and make a living off of it. And that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. That's a good way to end this. Yeah, that's a wrap. Day 1 of advertising week. And I have to say advertising week. It's not ad week. Okay? They made that known today.